Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel, Raina Taboo. I'm Raina, the owner of Tees Accessory Boutique, and today's DIY is enormous. We are going to make an enormous business card that we can display on our crafting tables or at pop-up shops or any other vending events you may attend. But before we get into all of that, make sure you're subscribed and you hit that bell so you're notified whenever I'm posting new content. If you'd like to see how to make this ginormous business card, then stay tuned. Okay, so I decided that I'm going to take you on my shopping trip to the Home Depot so that you can see all of the different sizes of acrylic sheets that they offer. They have small, medium, large, extra large. The smallest one I think was an 11 by 14, and I can't remember the size of the largest one. But I'm going to go right in between those, and I'm going to get an 18 by 24 because that is the perfect size for me, for myself. But you can pick the perfect size according to your taste. So this is my actual business card, and as you can see, it has all these flowers on it, and I want to keep that flower theme going so that everything flows together. And in order to do that, I picked up some fabric from Walmart. I'm not really good at painting. If you're good at painting, you can paint your flowers, but this is a 100% cotton Waverly fabric from Walmart, and I'm going to be using that as well as white paint on the edges of the acrylic sheet. So in order to get that together, I am going to cut my fabric 14 by 20, which is taking 2 inches off of each side for my acrylic sheet, which remember is 18 by 24, because I only want the fabric piece in the middle. It doesn't need to cover the entire acrylic piece because I will be painting the edges. Now that the fabric is cut, I just placed it under my acrylic sheet to see if it was even, if that's what I wanted to do, and I was happy with the cut. So now it's time to place the fabric aside, because before we lay that, we have to paint our border on our acrylic sheet. And I will be using a sponge brush doing that and just doing swipes because I kind of wanted to have that swiped effect on the other side. Both sides of the acrylic sheet come with a protective film, so before you start any work on it, make sure that you remove it so that you're not painting over the protective film. And trust me, you can tell the difference because it's cloudy with the film on it, and once you remove it, it becomes crystal clear like glass. I'm just lightly swiping the paint along the edges in a downward, sideways, diagonal motion. I just want it to kind of look all over the place. And I will be doing 2 coats of this, letting the paint completely dry in between each coat. So now I'm just checking to make sure my paint is completely dry before moving on to the next step. I'm going to be using this matte Mod Podge to adhere the fabric to the acrylic sheet. All I'm going to do is pour the Mod Podge onto the acrylic sheet and spread it around with this foam brush, and then lay my fabric directly on top of it, right side down. Now that you've placed the fabric onto the acrylic sheet, you want to make sure that you smooth it out. I'm just going to use this old credit card that's been laying around that I usually use for crafts and vinyl and stuff. And I'm going to spread it around and make sure that I'm getting out any wrinkles or air bubbles, because the fabric did have a fold in it. So I want to make sure that I straighten that out completely, and then I'll worry about the edges in a second. What I'm focusing on now is just the middle and getting it. So if you need to pull it up a little bit, straighten it out, lay it back down, it's fine. Now that all of your wrinkles and folds are out and you're satisfied with the placement of your fabric, you can go ahead and seal down your fabric using Mod Podge, making sure to get all of those edges that are lifted as well. I've decided that I'm going to go ahead and apply Mod Podge along the entire border of the acrylic frame as well. That way I can protect my acrylic paint from any scratches or marks that might occur during storage or use. This is a much faster alternative than using the clear coat spray that I listed in the supplies. If you don't mind taking your sign outside and spraying it and waiting for it to dry, then by all means use the spray. But to me, the Mod Podge is a much faster, less messy alternative to get the same protection on your acrylic paint. Once your card is completely dry in the back, you can go ahead and flip it over because now it's time for the fun part, the decals and the stickers. I pre-cut all of my decals before this video using my Silhouette Cameo 2, and this is all on Oracle 651 vinyl, and the cursive font is Honeybee, spelled with only one E at the end. So these are what I have, and this is what I'm going to be placing on the front of my card so that everyone can know how to reach me. These are just my social media handles, my phone number, my website, but you can put whatever you want on the front of your card that matches your business. Be sure to remember to take off that protective film from the front of the card now that you're ready to do work on that part. I took out the measuring tape because I wanted to get a rough estimate of where the middle of the acrylic sheet is so that I can know, about where to place decals. I'm not going to be using any other measurings. I'm just going to eyeball where I'm placing my stickers. If you have an extra set of eyes there, it's good to just get someone else's perspective so that they can tell you whether or not it's a little crooked or not, because sometimes I can't always see if it's slanted, and so it's just good to get that extra little pair of eyes there to help you out. Once you've applied all of your decals and stickers to the front of your business card, you should be done. This is my finished product and I'm so proud of it, and I cannot wait to display it at my next pop-up shop. If you enjoyed this tutorial, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, leave me some comments down below, and tag me on social media, which my handles will be in the description box below, whenever you make your business cards. Also, if you're not already, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell next to it so that you're notified whenever I'm posting new content. Thank you!